bitch!
I got a real gypsy woman now. She giving me advice. I got me a real life gypsy woman now. She giving me
that son of a bitch?
advice. Well, I don't know what she's after, but she sure do look real nice. I got my mojo working. I got my mojo working now. I've got my real mojo working. I got my real working now. I got my mojo working. But it just won't work on you. Yeah, yeah.
All I'm saying, can't be letting some motherfucker just stroll in and fuck our shit up like that. We ain't no better than...
Give me a ticket for an aeroplane. Ain't got time to take a fast train. Lonely days are gone. I'm a gone.
This guy brought up some interesting points yesterday.
Out of the way.
Don't be rude.
He wasn't exactly over the moon about having a giant black glove fist painted inside of his garage. But still, he stood by me because that's what fathers are supposed to do.
One man has to do other things while he's out there fighting for his country. That just has to stay over there. You don't need to come home and pee and moan about it. My uncle and my daddy served in the last...
You go into that part of the city and knock on every door. And if they're friendly, you lay some truth on them. If they're not, fuck them. Move on. Possibly.
Who's got money to spend on a movie? There's just 2 hours where I could have been getting to sleep. Good thing about all this rain we've been getting, it washes away the filth in this town.
Right. In the white room with black curtains near the station.
What that son of a bitch?
Black roof country, no gold pavements, tired starlings. Silver horses, round down moonbeams in your dark eye. Dawnlight smile on you, my contentment. I'll wait in this
see right through.
Watch it!
Watch it. You're gonna tell me about the dope operation.
The boss has got enforcers dealing around the hall.
I'll be in touch.
At the party, she was cut.
You know they got the Constitution out where folks can see it. I wanted to get a picture, but they wouldn't let me.
Just buy you a whiskey. Only in the French War.
This is the last time I'm doing this. Swear on my mother.
Fuck you junkies. What do they do? Wipe their ass with this money?
Clear out! Hurry! Shit, here! Curb stop him!
Well, I was hoping we'd find an animal back here.
Please, just get me out of this.
Duck him down!
Please.
Put him down!
Get a second to reload! You think's gonna walk away, bitch!
In Berkeley, California, Students for a Democratic Society held a mass gathering demanding the disarmament of all police forces. At one point, a long-haired young man threw off a towel and danced naked for several minutes before he was persuaded by the police to replace the towel.
What a drag it is getting old. Kids are different today. I hear every mother say, mother needs something today.
Excuse me.
Goes running for the shelter of her mother's little helper, and to help her on her way, get her through her busy day. Doctor, please, some more, please.
Hey,
How you doing?
Where have you been?
Comme on taillait.
Roman Barbieri here to tell you that ground chuck is on sale all week for 45 cents a pound. Great for burgers, great for chili, great for spaghetti and meatballs. Barbieri's Deli. When it comes to meat, mine can't be beat. Come on down.
Walking around here as if they don't know the world is burning. Their apathy turns my stomach.
Nah. And this a new shirt too.
Whoop that sumbitch!
Fucking hell! have any. Now I ask you, who doesn't have salt in their home?
Maybe. This rain is getting me down. You heard from Mama?
Hey, Mama's
Better not be
dead.
cutting this
I
shit
already
with
done
baking
told you
soda.
that.
My fault.
No more.
Where you
Oh, Jay, run!
Clear out! Hurry! For this here party, huh?
Cover your lies!
You think you're better than me?
London, England, Wandsworth Prison. The lawyer for James Earl Ray announced that if his client is extradited, he will plead innocent by reason of insanity.
I've been listening in on old Charlie, and he isn't such a bad fellow. He's more of a kinder, gentler redneck. And as luck would have it, his wife is expecting.
Man in that situation usually doesn't care who he works for, as long as he's still above ground.
Poor Sap starts blubbering when the two of them talk about names. Right now, it's between Bocephus and Thomas Lee. Anyway, his guys have the church locked down, and all of them are more of the shoot first, let God sort them out variety of redneck. You get your hands on Charlie, though. He'll do what he's told without putting up much of a fuss. All your intel's been updated.
You going back to the motel?
After I get something to eat, I'll see you when you're done dealing with these inbred assholes.
I told Rick. Get over this blind spot.
Gonna come!
I'm stuck here, boys!
Can't keep losing guys like this!
Get this shit done, boys!
Work for me, and you might live long enough to raise your family.
Okay, sure thing. Whatever you want.
That's good, Charlie. Real good. Send your men to the First Baptist Church. Those Dixie heathens have been handled.
I'll have some of my men come right over. And thanks.
Please state your name for the record.
Donovan, John.
Mr. Donovan, you understand that by appearing before this committee, you have explicitly waived your constitutional rights in regards to counsel and self-incrimination.
Sure.
And you further acknowledge that by appearing before this committee, you agree to disclose all information pertaining to the events that occurred in New Bordeaux during the summer and fall of 1968.
I wouldn't be sitting here if I didn't.
You were an operative in the Central Intelligence Agency from 1953 to 1969, is that correct?
That's right.
When did you arrive in Vietnam?
August of 1961.
Please describe for this committee the actions you took during your time in Vietnam.
I spent a couple months in Saigon. Then I was transferred to a base in Laos that was operated by the Special Activities Division. We trained and equipped the Hmong and then turned them loose on the NVA, were running arms and supplies via the Ho Chi Minh Trail.
And you worked with Lincoln Clay in what eventually became the Phoenix program.
Within a year or so, Lincoln was heading up his own PRU. We'd cross over into Vietnam and locate enemy targets and either kill them or bring them back for interrogation. Just thinking about it? Jesus Christ. You wouldn't believe the shit we did to those cocksuckers.
God ain't forgetting what those motherfuckers did to this place, Mr. Clay. I won't tease her.
This man's name is Jesse. We were just having ourselves a little conversation about Richie Doucet.
Listen, I ain't done nothing, you hear? I don't know anything. I was just taking a walking down the street and she just grabbed me is all.
You with Dixie Mafia?
No. Yes, I mean, shit. I did it for the money, you hear? I ain't got nothing personal against y'all. I don't even carry a gun.
Where's Doucet?
He's out at the abandoned amusement park to the west of here.
Banned Saturdays. What the hell is he doing out there?
From what I heard, it's because you've been tearing things up. Georgie's on a goddamn warpath. He wants Richie dead. So Richie, he grabbed what was left of the heroin and took off. Said he was gonna lay low until he could settle things with Georgie.
How many men he got with him?
Hell, I don't know. All of them.
Hand me that knife.
No, please. No, I ain't done nothing to y'all. Please, I'm begging you. My mom, she...
Go on, get.
He could warn Doucet.
He ain't no threat to nobody. Let him run back home to his mama.
If you wrong, there'll be hell to pay.
Got a better. Richie needs to work this shit out with Georgie. Well, he ain't got no fucking choice. Cause if he don't, we got it.
Welcome to Baron Saturday's Fun Park. We're sure happy to have you with us today. So put your troubles aside and enjoy yourself. You never know what that dirty old Baron's got waiting for you round the corner. Stay behind.
Georgie seen you. Taking a shot.
He's aiming to kill. Got some.
Can't move. He's giving us a new one. Taking a heap of fire, boys.
Yeah, burn, boy.
Ain't this just a mess of fun?
Now on your right, we got the Carnival Carousel. Nice place for you boys and girls to stay out of trouble. But if you're one of those adventurous types, you might want to head over and meet the meanest gators this side of the biome on the Crazy Gator roller coaster. But be careful now. I hear those boys sure do love donkeys. Welcome to the Bone Rattler. Ain't much resting in peace going on here. To ensure a safe ride, keep your hands on inside the caskets at all times. And keep an eye on them kitties now, you hear? Enjoy the ride, y'all.
Pin down. Shoot the motherfucker. Get my ass back.
for a spell and have a listen to my tale about that devil beast known as the Rougarou. It all began in a small Negro village nestled deep in the bayou, far outside our civilized city. It was a place where slaves ran to hide from the world and hoped to call home. But something else called this place home too. Something evil. And it was watching. Waiting. Now say what you will about the life of a slave, but those days brought the Negro much closer to God. Saved many a soul from the lake of fire. That it did. But soon they started backsliding, returning to the ways of their African ancestors. And an elder named Papa Virgil led them back to that old heathen practice known as and good old Papa Virgil, well, he took on his name, Baron Saturday. Got evil and darkness. This was his time. Women, even children, the great man took hold of folks, and the name was whispered throughout the village. A fierce man-beast covered in fur, a mouth of razors with claws to match. Many Negro men went hunting the Rougarou, but none of them returned. They had to defend off that beast. Reminded folks of the dogs. All everything made of human bones and hair, and painted in blood. But this dissuaded them.
You need to run this through, boy. You think you can come in here and steal my heroin without nobody noticing?
I'm not here to steal your heroin, Richie. I'm here to make you pay for what you did to Sammy and Ellis Robinson.
I didn't have nothing to do with that!
I watched you stab Ellis in the gut. I couldn't do nothing about it then, but I sure as hell can now.
God damn it! None of that was my idea, you hear? It was all Georgie, him and his old man. They wanted y'all gone, not me. What was I supposed to do? Say no?
Either that or make sure that I was dead.
Oh, no. No, please. Listen. Just decent thing would be to let a man get in a prayer before you kill him.
You can pray on the way up.
When I saw Richie Doucette hanging from that Ferris wheel, I felt a profound sense of disbelief. Nothing like this had ever happened before. You mobsters killed each other all the time, but it was generally a small, contained event. Some greaseball is eating spaghetti and meatballs at his favorite restaurant and gets popped in the head. But this was different. Even then, even before I knew who killed him, I knew that Richie had been put on display. Lincoln was trained in psychological warfare by the CIA. He wanted to terrify the mob, wanted them to know he was going to kill every last one of them, and that none of them would be able to stop him.
talk about the things happening right here in New Bordeaux. Things I don't think anyone could have ever predicted. Except yours truly, of course. Seems there's a gentleman out there. Maybe he's even listening right now. Police are referring.
Surprised. We all knew that boy wasn't.
Look out!
Hey!
The gas pedal's on the right.
Doucette's dead. The hollow's yours.
They say you strung him up on the old Ferris wheel.
He killed Ellis. Shit all over the people in this neighborhood. Doucette got what he deserved.
The righteous will rejoice when he sees the vengeance. He will bathe his feet in the blood of the wicked. That goes both ways, you know.
Thought you said all that was behind us.
My men are struggling with the notion that we now have to answer to the same men who killed Baca, who wiped out half our number.
If I was them, I'd get over it. We don't have time to go around coddling people.
Of course not. But gestures carry weight. And if you were to help my man Emmanuel, that's a gesture that would go a long way in calming nerves.
What's he need?
He oversees my reefer operation over at the boathouse. Help him, and I'll see to it you get a portion of the profits.
Just so we're clear, I'm expecting a cut of everything, not just what comes from selling weed. It's gonna cost a lot of money to take down Marcano.
Don't worry. I'll make sure you get your money.
The Loire, well, we had this kind of money because of all the work you've done. Take it. You deserve it.
Breaking news in New Bordeaux. There are reports of a violent shootout at the abandoned Baron Saturday's Fun Park. The authorities haven't released an official tally, but sources are reporting multiple casualties. One witness claims to have seen a man hanging from the very top of the decommissioned Ferris wheel, but police have refused to comment on the veracity of that report. The Fun Park has been closed for a number of years and was once a subject of controversy for what colored civil rights groups described as racially inflammatory imagery.
In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. Now, my girl, you're so young and pretty.
What is wrong with
And
you?
one thing I know is yeah, you'll be dead before your time is due.
My daddy hit bed and died. Watch his hair been and cut and gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. I know he's been working so hard. I've been working too, babe. Every day, babe. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we
You want to buy something? You need to talk to Cassandra.
She said you could use some help, assuming you're Emmanuel.
Assume at your own risk, Lincoln Clay.
So running the weed, y'all got a routine laid out?
We take a boat to the bayou, grab the bears, bring them back.
Bayou can be a rough territory. Dixie Mafia knows every inch.
Do those white boys scare you, Fred? Did they touch your zozo when you were a child?
Cassandra failed to mention your charming personality.
I highly doubt she forgot.
You do this kind of thing back in Haiti?
Back in my country, I was a hooligan, a priest.
Does a priest know about trafficking weed?
I did not run marijuana, Fred. My cargo was refugees, people. I saved their lives, got them away from Duvalier. But you probably don't know much about that.
We gonna have a problem, you and me?
Cassandra says we are partners, that everything is cool between us. Are we cool?
Don't think I call it that.
Neither would I. Cassandra might be able to let go of what you did to our people. But I cannot.
Maybe you'd be happier back in Haiti.
It was not my choice to come here. Leave my home. But I'm trying to make the best of it.
Aren't we all?
There are still Dixie Mafia scattered around the hollow. If you have the time, you should see to them. Convince them to leave. A shipment?